Check. This room gets me inspired, my mind floating higher than the Messiah as he reached the pinnacle. It doesn't take me 3 days for these vesicles to reach max velocity, though blasphemy. What are these impure thoughts? I mean words puking forth from my own tongue. Am I speaking in tongues, or is it my lungs pumping this corrupt combination of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, trace amounts of carbon dioxide and other gases, also known as pollution. If the air we breathe corrupts the very things we need to breathe, then the problem is apparent to me. Why can't anyone else see? We're killing ourselves and our unborn, internally torn for the profit motive. If you don't work yourself to death, then no one is supportive. So should I shun mediocrity like the sun in the sky? When I was a child, I stared directly at it and got slapped, for it nearly made me blind. Or would a society of mediocre composers ration to each a bigger slice of the pie? Imagination runs wild. Imagination runs wild. Imagination runs wild. Thanks for coming out to my book launch. All right, guys. Hey, my name's Mugabi. And this is the book launch for my debut novel, Dear Philomena. I'd like to thank everyone here right now. Thank you so much for coming out to support. Thank you so much for buying the book. Thanks so much for coming out. Thank you so much for pre-ordering on Kickstarter. Thank you for sharing stuff through Facebook. I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So this is the launch for my novel, Dear Philomena. A couple people have been asking me questions about the novel, so I'd just like to give a brief synopsis. So Dear Philomena, the story started before I was born, right? So in July of I'm 25, I was born January 1992. July of 1991, my mother went in for her obstetric ultrasound, right? That's ultrasound that they do when they determine the sex of the baby. So she went in, and they told her to expect a baby girl. And my mom was super happy, she was ecstatic, she was like over the moon. So my mom, for some reason, which I don't fully understand, since she was like 5 years old, her whole life I am sorry. I completely forgot. This is supposed to be on Facebook Live. Sorry for that interruption.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. And so, my mother gave birth to me, Mugabi, when she wanted Philomena, right? And so for the first pretty much year of my life, I was exclusively dressed in pink frilly dresses and bonnets and little girls' clothes, because my mom was like, I didn't waste all this money on clothes for you not to wear them. And you're a baby, you don't know the difference, so
Real time.
I'm gonna pretend you're a girl for as long as I can. Wow. Yeah. And so my mom's told me this story throughout my life, that Philomena is who you're supposed to be. Philomena is who you're supposed to be. You're Mugabi, but you're supposed to be a girl. And so I'm like, okay. And so the book starts in December 2014. So the book is autobiographical. It starts in December 2014, when I suffered from 2 strokes back to back. And those strokes were completely random. Doctors couldn't explain them, still can't. And as a result of those strokes, I suffered from a multitude of health issues after that. And for pretty much the entirety of 2015, I was pretty much bedridden, in a wheelchair for a large amount of time, and literally on my deathbed, because the doctors thought I was gonna die, my family thought I was gonna die, I thought I was gonna die, everyone thought I was gonna die. But I survived, I'm here. Well, one of the ways that I got through that really difficult time was writing. And it was very difficult for me because I was in a lot of pain, and writing elevated my pain levels. And so I could only afford to write for a little bit, every other day, but I started writing these letters to Philomena. And so I decided to write these letters to Philomena about what was on my mind, what I was going through, what I was dealing with. and those letters transformed into this book. And so this book is back and forth between me and Philomena about one of the worst days of my life. And it was a very cathartic process writing it, because it was a way of getting all my emotions out on the paper, getting like everything I was struggling with just out on paper. And so the book can be very, very depressing at times, as a heads up. Reading it?
You already bought it, homie.
Yeah. But it's like a real type of depressing, you know? Because like sometimes life sucks, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's not much that you can do about it,
It's
you know?
the
Like
truth.
you don't, like I didn't have any choice that I had those strokes, you know? Like I couldn't have done anything to avoid them. They just happened. And right now my body feels like it's on fire from head to toe. I suffer from chronic pain amongst a bunch of other health conditions. And it sucks. And that's real, you know? Like I'm not about to put a positive spin on things and be like, but it's gonna be all right, because it's not. And so the book is real. The book is very cathartic for me. I think it's good. A couple of people who read it said it's good, so hope you guys enjoy it. And hope you guys enjoy this book launch. We're about to have a couple performers on the stage, and then we're gonna have a reading from the book. And so, before we get into that, I'd just like to read out loud the acknowledgement section of the book, because this book could not have been done without a lot of people who are very important to me. And so I'd just like to take some time to acknowledge them. Not all of them could be here physically, but I'd just like to take some time to acknowledge and appreciate them. So, 2015 was one of the worst 3 years of my life that I literally would not have survived without you. Thank you, Philomena. The piglet to my Eeyore, thank you, Harmon. Your reaction to me encouraged me to tell my story. Thank you, Rachel. My awkward African queen, your validation helped keep me sane. Thank you, Jackie. You were the first to reach out after my second stroke and a continual source of support since. Thank you, Abby. Our discussions lit a fire inside me to speak my truth and get others to listen. Thank you, Brenda. You were the first to read a draft of my book, and in record time too. For resonance and revitalization, thank you, Aisha. You were the second to read a draft of my book. I was expecting and desiring heavy criticism, but was pleasantly surprised by nothing but love. Thank you, Melissa. Now I'd like to give a special shout out to Sheena Blake, who's here with us today. Right there. Round of applause, please. Now, Sheena is the reason that these books are here right now. Sheena is basically the midwife to my books. Her and her amazing team over at Discovering Diversity Publishing helped me publish this, filed all the copyrights, helped me with the formatting, and got the book out in a physical version, and got the amazing posters, done the amazing t-shirts, and so thank you very much, Sheena. You hooked a brother up with 5 gallons of chocolate milk. Thank you, Chris. You helped teach me about forgiveness, adaptation, and expectations. Thank you, Sanayan and Nitin. Your anger towards everyone who did me wrong was incredibly validating and cathartic. Thank you, Raisha. I reached out to you because I was lonely, afraid, and depressed. You provided me with exactly what I needed. Thank you, Laura. Despite your own struggles, you always understood and respected how difficult it was for me to regularly communicate. Thank you, Mala. My Sudanese sister, your care packages and messages put a smile on my face and love in my heart. Thank you, Ilham. When we met up in Austin and when you sent me the massive care package, I felt peace of mind for the first time in a while. Thank you, Ali. You took me into your home, fed me when I couldn't feed myself, and believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you, Tina. Your glowing positivity ironically taught me the importance and necessity of negativity. Thank you, Kizito. Now I'd like to give another special shout out to somebody else who's here with us today, who stepped up when I needed him the most, and who gave me the financial freedom to be able to write this book, because I was gonna move back home to Uganda in September of last year. My time in the States had ran up. However, this person reached out to me and said, come up to Toronto, live in my home, I'll feed you, write your book. Thank you, Victor.